Hey, Bill O'Reilly here. Welcome to the No Spin News, Tuesday, September 27th, 2022. Stand up for your country. Big day here. It's launch day, as they say in a publishing business, for Killing the Legends, the lethal danger of celebrity. It's not a gossip book, not a showbiz book. It's culture, American culture, the history of three men who changed our lives today. We are living a certain way today because of Elvis Presley, John Lennon, and Muhammad Ali. That is what the book's about. I'm going to tell you about it. Of course, a big mouth like me. It's the 12th Killing book, and I want to thank everybody. The Killing series, the most successful nonfiction book series in history of all time. 19 million copies of my books in print. I remember in the year 2000, and I didn't have any books published then. I go, am I ever going to get a book published? America is a great country. It's an amazing situation. But there is a political component to Killing the Legends, and that is the subject of this evening's Talking Points memo. The political component is Joe Biden and Donald Trump. And I will get to that in a moment. They are not on the cover. On the cover is Elvis Presley, John Lennon, and Muhammad Ali. Let me tell you why. Let's just take Elvis. This is the most vivid. So, mid-1950s, post-World War II, Dwight Eisenhower president, everybody conforms. Okay? Conformity is the rule of the day in America. Crew cuts for the men, regular hairstyles for the women, wasn't any dissent to speak of. Everybody was pretty much doing the same thing. Teenager, Tupelo, Mississippi, high school grad, drives a truck, gets discovered in a local music studio, Sun Studios. He gets a call to come to New York to do the Ed Sullivan Show, by far and away the biggest show on a variety basis in America. Remember, TV has just come in. Elvis goes on the show. They shoot him from the waist up because he's swiveling the waist down. Girls are screaming. Ed is confused. Okay? Within 4 minutes, Elvis Presley blows up the entire culture of the United States of America. 4 minutes on that show. Pastors burn his records, tell their congregation the devil is putting out Elvis Presley. Parents forbid their sons to slick back their hair and snarl like Elvis. Culture war, wham! Who wins? Elvis wins. Elvis wins. He becomes the most successful entertainer in the world. 1964, John Lennon and the Beatles storm into New York City. Same thing, Ed Sullivan. From 64 to 70, the Beatles changed the culture again. Sex, drugs, rock and roll. Still here. We weren't twisted anymore. We were growing the hair long and smoking pot. Beatles at the forefront. Muhammad Ali, the most magnificent athlete in the world, galvanizes both black and white Americans, but for African Americans, he is the chosen one. He advances the cause of civil rights. And then he becomes a prisoner to the Nation of Islam. All three men, Elvis Presley, John Lennon, Muhammad Ali, collapse under the weight of celebrity, crushed by it. All three lose control of their lives. All three, two of them wind up dead and the other diminished, and his life is never the same. Why? Because all three were betrayed at the highest level. And they lost control of their lives because of the celebrity. Now, they're not victims. They had to see what was happening. You don't become a heroin addict like John Lennon. He chose it. If you look at Elvis in 1967, when he made the comeback special dressed in all leather, check it out, and look at him 10 years later, Elvis had to know what was happening to him. No mirrors in Memphis. And Ali almost died, was almost killed by Joe Frazier in the Thriller in Manila. Yet, his manager, Herbert Mohammed, had him in the ring 4 months later when the doctor, Ferdy Pacheco, said, "You're going to kill him." All of that is in Killing the Legends, The Lethal Danger of Celebrity. Fast forward to today. The two most famous men in this country, President Biden, Donald Trump. Biden is being crushed by the office. He cannot run this country. All his core principles were sold out to get that job. Every one of them. From crime to abortion to government spending, you name it, Biden sold it out to get the job because he wanted to be famous and powerful. Trump is so addicted to fame, he can't stay off the front pages of the newspaper. He's got to confront everything that comes his way. He's got to have that adrenaline of fame. And that has caused problems for him personally and for the country. All of this goes right back to fame is unnatural. Human beings cannot handle it. Marilyn Monroe, James Dean, Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Michael Jackson, Princess Diana, Prince, John Belushi, Karen Carpenter, Legion. I could give you 50 more names. You get crushed, particularly in America now when the culture is so vicious. Don't believe me? Watch The View. This is the Disney Corporation putting on a hate fest every day. Those women don't like you. They'll try to destroy you. They'll defame you. Okay? This is a sport in America. Killing the Legends is a departure from what I usually do, but I will submit to you, it's one of the most important killing books. So I hope you check it out. I hope you let me know what you think. Bill@BillO'Reilly.com. Killing the Legends, The Lethal Danger of Celebrity, out today. Okay, that is the memo, and let's get to your wallet. It's bad. It's bad. The economy in America is bad. There's no doubt about it now. So stocks have entered a bear market. What is a bear market? It's when the stock indexes are down 20% from their highs. We are in a bear market. We are dealing with inflation at 10%. They'll say it's 8.3 or 8.6 or whatever. It's about 10. When you add everything into what you have to pay now, as opposed to 2 years ago. Think about it. Think about it. 2 years ago, this country was vibrant economically, energy independent, exporting energy, making money everywhere. Every demographic group was rising in wages. Inflation was 1.3%. Just 2 years ago. Americans voted emotion. They put a man in to the White House who is incompetent, who is crushed, as I said, by his responsibilities. He can't run this country. And so all of us are suffering. That is where we are. Joe Biden today, he did nothing as usual. Nothing. Every day we give you a schedule, and every day he doesn't do anything because he's incapable of it. Inflation at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates skyrocketing. We all know that. Market experts like Jamie Dimon, CEO of JP Morgan, not only predict a recession, but are using scary terms like economic hurricane and unprecedented. So, you need to call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They will show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. Please call them today, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They have thousands of satisfied customers. They're the highest rated firm in the country with an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau. Tell them Bill O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. Please call 866-501-5201, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. Again, 866-501-5201, or text BILL to 65532. So let's bring in a guy now who knows a lot about the economy. His name is Lou Dobbs. You may have heard of Lou Dobbs. He is the host of the Great America Show with Lou Dobbs. If he's the host, that would make sense. And he joins us now from his farm in New Jersey, where he's growing food to survive whatever is coming. All right. Did I overdo it on the economic analysis?
No, I don't think so. And by the way, Killing the Legends, that was one heck of a sales pitch. I'm going to be buying several copies right away. Bill, I mean, that's an amazing concept that you came up with. And I know the book will do it, like all your others, will do amazing. So congratulations on the book. In terms of the economy, right now we're in a place we've never been before. We have, as you say, double-digit inflation, even though the CPI puts it at 8.3, 8.5. And a president who says it's zero because it doesn't move 1 month, June to July. It's preposterous. We have a man we have to pretend is able, not impaired, in the White House, who reminds us daily of just how impaired he is and how dire the situation is when he doesn't even understand the impact or the consequences, or doesn't care about the impact or the consequences of his economic policy. The lavish spending is an understatement that this president has undertaken. We will be paying for this for a very long time. Many people don't know, Bill. $31 trillion in national debt, trillions of dollars more than the size of the GDP itself. That hasn't happened since World War II. And we are in severe straits for so many reasons.
Okay, what are you, who's worked hard all his life, and you have investments, as most of us do, what are you doing now?
Well, one of the things that's impossible to resist is the short-term treasuries. Those short treasury bills are paying almost 4% for 6 month, 9 month. And if you want to go further out, you just simply lose money because we're still in an inverted yield curve. So I would say that the most appealing investment right now are those short-term treasuries for people. It's safe. It's you still have to pay taxes on it, but it's an awfully good return. And it's, as I say, in these times, it's safe, and that's worth a whole lot of money.
Now, there are some people who are trying to buy the market down. They say, well, it's got to come back, so we'll get low prices. Is that smart, do you think?
For some people, it's smart because they have the capital to do so. Picking a bottom is a dangerous thing for anyone to do. I've tried it over the course of 40 years, and I've missed by some sizable margins along the way. But you also historically know that market will come back. It just changes some people from short-term investors to long-term investors. If you've got sufficient capital, as always, what you put in the market should be excess capital. It is, it's a
gamble. You're gambling, and
exactly.
Right. Now, most people have 401ks. I shouldn't say most, but many people have 401ks, and they get their monthlies, and it's dropping. It's dropping. I don't even look. I can't. I'll cry. I don't even look. And what makes me mad is I predicted everything that's happened. Before the 2020 election, I predicted if Biden wins, this is what's going to happen. 100% across the board. And I went, oh, like this. And every time I see my liberal friends, I take a hammer out and they run away. But this is pain because people need retirement money. They need college money. I mean, Biden's going to run up a $500 billion college loan forgiveness debt, but that's not close to what it is. And you need funds, and people are very, very worried. Is there anything you can say to those people to bring the apprehension level down?
I can say that we've seen new homes sell again. That's the first time that's happened in 6 months. We see spots of what I would call hopeful signals, but not many and not enough to. We're still in a recession. There's no doubt about that. We've had 2 consecutive quarters of contracting economy. That is by whoever wants to define it any way they want. Remember, this president has a lawyer for his chief economics advisor. So that tells you how interested he is in the realities of the economy. But we're in recession. It's going to be a while before we get out, in my opinion. It could be next year. We are also in hyperinflation, as you put it, and hyperinflation to me is anything approaching double digit. And we're just going to have to, as I say, we're going to have to hunker down here because that's what corporations are doing. They're laying people off. The Federal Reserve is raising rates at levels that are unprecedented. And it's the same old nonsense from the Federal Reserve. I thought Jerome Powell had learned his lesson, Bill, but he didn't under Trump. When he started raising rates in advance of the market, he got hammered, and so did President Trump for a short period of time. But Trump was a better economist than Jerome Powell ever hoped to be. And certainly this Fed now is basically saying to the working man and woman in this country, the hell with you. He said,
yeah, that's absolutely right. And many of them don't even know that. They don't even know they're getting the finger from the White House. And just one aside, Trump had Larry Kudlow. Right. That was a key because Kudlow knows the economy. He knows the supply side and how to grow the capitalist economy. Final question. There are many, many Americans on the conservative traditional side who firmly believe, Biden and the Democrats want to tank the capitalistic system to impose a quasi-socialism. Big government runs the economy from Washington. Do you believe that?
Yeah, there's nothing quasi-socialist about this. This is a Marxist ideology at work, and there is no way in the world. Think about this, Bill. There's not a single policy that this administration has pursued that you can demonstrate to anyone is in the national interest, whether it's an open border, whether it is sky high prices, whether it is diminished independence on energy. I mean, we are.
It's awful. And then you go with the crime and the wokeism. It never ends. Yeah. But even though it's awful, the polling has this, it's not like a mass repudiation of the Biden administration, the Democratic Party. It's not what's happening. I think it's because many of our fellow American voters are dumb. They don't know anything and they don't want to know anything. Last word.
Well, they're being accommodated by a national mockingbird press and media that doesn't want them to know and wants them to be beguiled and shielded from truth. That's breaking down because of shows like yours, mine, and others that are not dependent upon the corporate media for our existence and for our.
I'm so glad I'm out. I don't know about you, but I'll never go back to court ever in a million years. Look, if you want to find Lou, it's very simple. LouDobbs.com. LouDobbs.com. You go there. It's like BillO'Reilly.com. Everything Lou is there. Pictures of him on his tractor with radishes or whatever you do on the farm. I don't know. But LouDobbs.com. Thanks for helping us out, Lou. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Bill. Great to see you.
Do you care about your privacy? Giant tech companies and different alphabet agencies within the U.S. government are spying on our messages, abusing our privacy, monetizing our data. Frankly, you are probably not paying enough attention to what's going on, and neither am I. Secure, spelled S-E-K-U-R, has proprietary technology allowing you to send messages and emails encrypted and hosted in Switzerland. This means they are not subject to the Cloud Act. They're only subject to Swiss laws, which are some of the safest in the world. Secure is a company that actually cares about your freedom and privacy. That's why they built this platform and why they are sponsoring my program. Best of all, they are offering 15% off when you use promo code BILL. So please go to secure.com, that's SEKUR.com, use promo code BILL. For less than $10, you can get Secure today. And finally today, the final thought, look at the terror dog, 7 years old today. Holly the terror dog, right Holly? Give me a little snack. Give Holly a little snack, little birthday snack. So Holly has an interesting history. I got her in Georgia. She is a Welsh Pembroke Corgi. Very hard to get full bred in the USA. I had to go all the way to Georgia. And Holly is a good dog, right? You're a good dog. Good watchdog. The downside is you have to have a vacuum cleaner in every room, and not a little one, a giant vacuum cleaner, because Holly sheds, right? All over the place. But a very gentle dog, good for kids, cute dog, right? Look at that. She is the marketing face of BillO'Reilly.com. I know. Okay, you get another snack in a little while. And Holly's a good dog. So I can't really say much else. It's her birthday. Those of you listening on the radio, you can't see Holly, but she's enormously cute. But you can go to BillO'Reilly.com. We have a nice picture posted, right, Holly? So we're going to have a good time tonight. Holly's got some presents. And do you have another snack for her? Okay. Another snack for the good dog. 7 years old. That's 49 years in people years, but she is still very energetic. It's almost like a puppy. I know. Okay, all right. We're wrapping it up. Say goodbye to everybody. Thanks for watching and listening to the No Spin News. We'll see you tomorrow. Bill O'Reilly here. As you have probably heard, I recently started a new weekly program called Shock and Awe, exclusively on Vidgo. Now, I want to share more exciting news. Right now, right this moment, when you sign up for Vidgo, you'll also get a copy of my new book, Killing the Legends, free. But that's not all. Vidgo will give you $15 off each month of your premium Vidgo subscription. Now, to sign up for Vidgo and get your free book and discount, please go to vidgo.com/BillBook. I'll remind you again, when you sign up now for Vidgo, you will get a free copy of Killing the Legends and $15 off your monthly premium Vidgo subscription. Vidgo doesn't have just my program. They have all kinds of live sports, news, and entertainment program that you want. Please go to vidgo.com/BillBook. Sign up today.